ladies wear, and within ladies wear we do this kind of beautiful one-up range of Marciano. So Paul Marciano was the founder of Guess in 1981, and he wanted to create, besides the main ranges behind us, he wanted to create even a more exclusive range. So you'll see the elevation that comes through. Always faux fur, never genuine fur. The crepes, it's a Italian crepe that gets used, and you'll see the prices tend to be a little bit heavier than our normal range. But the details are amazing. I mean, just the knitted bias, like some of the interlocking, the puffers, the down puffers, and again, just beautifully arranged, beautiful dresses with key details like buttons and stuff like that for us. So this range over here, the Marciano range, a little bit more pizzazz, a little bit more jazz. I mean, just exquisite workmanship in this full wall dress here. So again, this is a very small part of a business. It's about 5%, but the rest of the business, the other 45%, comes out of ladies' wear, denim and dresses. And through that there, it's just color combinations, how we merchandise the store. It's in muted tones. We're now in the middle of winter, so what we do is choose a crazy. So one crazy, and we branch color out on either side of it. Okay, so we'll take this as the glowing pattern, and we'll build on either side of that. Okay. And that's really what fashion is about. You can't have too many of the pattern in one. And then on the left, we'll just tone it down with a little bit of a polka dot for commerciality. So always embellished, a little bit of gold, a little bit of the mock tortoiseshell, a little bit of the faux snake, just to give you a kind of a muted story. We then take that into the chocolates, and then we go into the nudes as well. So again, everything that we do, we always make sure that we position the color palettes, very important for coordination and shock of use. So somebody who wants this look with that underneath and that, they'll take all three. Okay, as opposed to always color blocking.
So it's already styled for them.
It's already styled for them. After that, we hit the cool blues for winter. Again, same sort of story. We kind of choose one heavy fashion piece, and then we embellish on either side of it. Okay. Pick up all the colors. You see the lilacs and the purples and the lavenders. We pick it up in the fairness to it. And then, because people like to shop with a coordinated look, so everything has to be fairly matching. Okay. For us here, handbags, we group them in what we call their brothers and sisters. So you'll see all the patterns. Okay. What's very important, a big trend at the moment is mock croc. Okay, mock crocodile texture is very, very cool. We call the burnt Hamilton orange is a strong winter tone as opposed to red. We can also do these things here. This is what we call the peony logo, which is the Guess logo done in 4. So it creates almost that kind of beautiful little pattern that is synonymous with Guess as well. So we do the peonies, we do the plains, and we do the satchels as well. And then, of course, for winter, we do what we call the tweeds. It's like the Coco Chanel type of fabrication. Very popular at the moment. We limit this to winter. It tends to be a little bit more jazz. And the nice thing about this is we're seeing an uptake in Marciano in our dresses. So people are going out again. People are dressing up for cocktail parties. People are going to dressing up for weddings again. And so we're seeing a great run on our bags. And again, just more of the logos. And we do it in all different colors and patterns. The snake is very popular.
Yeah, that's it.
So again, just the metallic snakes, python is very, very strong. Again, why the store costs so much is because you can see here every single shelf is lit underneath. Okay, so we just wanted light airiness. And I promise I'm not going to mention the cost of the store again. So ladies important, close to 50% of the turnover, and then into men's. Men's is as funky. Come take a look. So our men's, we have a combination of kind of classic nautical looks, fairly good strong basics as well, and then we also do a little bit of crazies. Okay. Right. So this you'll see is on an eco hanger. So the sustainable factor for Guess is very, very important for us. By 2025, we're going to have 75% of our ranges all made with sustainable fibers and through sustainably resourced factories. So this is recyclable yarn. It's also ethically farmed. yarns, and
Can I ask
this
how
is a
long
big bush.
does it last for?
I'm sorry?
How long does it last for?
What
The material,
Oh.
the recycled material.
Perfect, perfect. So there have been lots of technology in terms of the recycling of the polyester, and once polyester is recycled, it has. That's why the whole point of recycling polyester, it's got a long lifespan. So we need to redo it in terms of our stretch and our lycra, in terms of our denim. In terms of the cotton, we use staple yarns. Just to tell you a little bit about cotton, you get comb cotton. And our comb cotton that we use a lot of stock out of Mauritius, and they use the long cotton staples. So what happens is when you are twisting the yarn, along with recyclable fibers, there are no breakages on the surface. So that's why this thing can take a pounding in the wash. So that's why the clothing is a little bit more pricey, because we invest in better yarns and sustainable as well. So menswear, very important for us, is the denim, okay, in various fits and various washes. But everything is all about fit and quality here. Okay. All right. And then our menswear department is as fashionable as the ladies. Again, good strong basics. Fatigue is very popular. And like again, we choose one kind of crazy fashion line, and then we break out on either side. Just pick something if you like something. Huh? I'm just so again, this one here with all the guest logos gives it a whole vintage look here.
Do you want your coffees now? Do you want it just now?
Have it now if you like. Let's have it now and we walk and talk.
Oh, okay.
If that's okay.
Comfortable? No, I'm okay with that. Thank you.
So again, lots of attention to detail, the full ecos, the rope designs, pigment dyed. I mean, this is absolutely plush. Again, the full pigment dyed, give it the washed effect. And again, just color coordination, a little bit of the kind of the craziness, full reversible jacket, so lots of attention to detail.
Oh wow,
for
that's
the
nice.
product,
Yeah.
So what we tend to do sometimes is we'll run it like that. Okay. And then just strong statements, men's t-shirts, men's denims, men's woven shirts, and then a little bit of the beautiful velours, the imported velours, which is
this
like
is
a
very
velvet.
nice,
This is
yeah.
very cool, huh?
Is this a set? Is there a
It's
pan
not,
set?
it's
or-
not actually a set. This is the set here.
Oh,
This
okay.
is a separate standalone little sweatshirt. So in terms of menswear as well, we have a very nice coordinated blue story for men's because we're in the heartland. And men's, we tend to go as well. One kind of beautiful fashion shirt, and then we branch all the colors out from that, including that. So you can see there, it's quite important that it's all coordinated. With a washed out blue. And the menswear is doing extremely well for us. The jackets in particular, the denim's doing really, really well. And then our active story, which is kind of performance fabrications, fabrics like scuba, which is a spongy kind of warmth factor with a high sweat content that can evaporate. Waterproof line jackets, pretty cool. Running jackets, stunning. You don't have to look kind of boring. It can be quite exciting and fashionable with zip away hoods, etc., etc. So activewear, really the big push with activewear was about the fact that with COVID, everybody was working at home in t-shirts and shorts. So activewear had a natural push. So we reinvented the ranges, and as we start to get back to normal, so slightly more fashionable, formal stuff's working, but the active seems to be maintaining its growth. So we are ecstatic about active.
So this was a new range just
This
for
is brand
COVID.
new range,
Okay.
correct? In the heartland of COVID. But beautiful, 100% comb cotton t-shirts, almost mercerized. It's got a sheen to it. It's beautiful. Then just the last lot of ladies wear. As menswear, there was a Denim is Our World story, so ladies wear gets that as well. And this is even more very important. Coated denims, you can see there's a sheen to it. Beautiful quality stretched knit denims in a whole denim story. And then coupled with one last story of hot pinks, soft pinks, and some beautiful embellishment coats. And everything matches. So the handbags match. We've got stories to match Marciano. We've got stories to match the browns. We've got stories to match the blues. It's working like a rocket. It's unbelievable. We're very fortunate. Sales, like I said, for the store have doubled, and we're ecstatic with the kind of new repositioning. And that repositioning is simple. It's elevation, it's quality, and it's customer experience. So we've got the product that's elevated, the quality is superb, and then the journey through the store, the feedback has been really, really exceptional.
So when did you guys open this store?
We opened this around about the 15th of April, just after Easter. And the trajectory in terms of sales have been really, really positive. And in fact, we are probably 3 to 4 times a week replenishing the store in terms of stock from our DC and other stores as well. Because of the uptake, it's been really, really good, positive. Can take a look at the kids. The kids are very embellished. So you can see kids wear, when you look at some of the glitter, the lurex, what we call this glitter yarn, the metallic sprays, the fold up and the fold downs in terms of their detail, their attention to detail. Yeah. It's just really, really, really cool stuff. And really it's what we call, the strategy here is called mini-me's. So it's like the adults, yes. But obviously we can't have anything too revealing or anything like the adults wear, but the kids wear is all about pattern, all about colour. And very often you'll find the same sort of design in the ladies' wear. So mommy and me will wear the same.
And our son loves to match him.
Stunning. So you'll see lots of beautiful little sequence detail. Kids wear is about 5-6% of our range. Girls over here and boys on that side, but just very, very cute attention to detail. The neon camos, the prints on that, the little Guess logo in terms of relief bleach printing, the full reversibles. Nice attention to detail, the little faux furs for kids. Mothers go crazy. That's fully reversible.
Oh, okay.
Yep, 100%.
So cute.
Yeah. So it's 1499, 15. So it's up there. 2 jackets for the price of 1, and completely exclusive. So it's you're not going to get anything close to that in the country, not with this level of detail of faux fur.
So at the beginning you mentioned that you're not focusing too much on the kids range though.
The kids, so we have 2 types of locations in Guess. We have mainline stores and we have our outlet stores. Mm-hmm. Now outlet stores we're also elevating that, but those tend to be a little bit more, it's as elevated but tends to be a little bit more affordable. So kids for us is very important in there. In these mainline kind of boutique stores, kids are going to be represented, but it's going to be a very strong focus towards ladies and men's. Just purely because of the fact, for 1,500 Rand, it's exquisite, but there are not too many, especially the way the kids grow, they grow out of it quite quickly. So we said our big focus would be to go into our outlet stores, grow kids, and make sure that we've got a beautiful boutique range of kiddies for our mainline stores.
So you have the accessories there as well?
Yeah, we've got some accessories. And again, just in terms of jewellery for us, very nice quality jewellery. It's gold plated, but it has a 1 micron plating on it. And again, it's just the small daintiness works, the subtlety of the jewellery works. Overseas they go into heavy embellished pieces for 10,000-15,000 Rand. Our customers are loving the little charm look. So anything that dangles off the neckline, off the cuff in terms of jewellery, less is more when it comes to the lady. So everything is quite busy on the dress, but the subtlety on jewellery and earrings is quite important. The rose gold, the pink gold is very important for us as well. You can see lots of it goes with lots of the brown nudes and any of the rusts as well. And then watches and fragrance. We've got about 18 different fragrances in the range. We focus ours to about 9 or 10, and they bring out a new fragrance every year in terms of launching. And then watches for us are more like an accessory in the store because you'll find guest watches at a lot of jewelry stores.
Okay.
So what people tend to do with watches is they want to see a big variety. So that's why they tend to go to jewelry stores to see that brand, that brand, that brand, and then they'll select. So for us, we stock watches, but for us, apparel and clothing are the most important. Sunglasses, very, very important for us, priced between 1,500 and 2,500. And again, all looks, obviously for winter, a little bit soft in terms of turnover, but for summer, we cook. And again, just beautiful classic eyes, classic styles, all the very latest thin rimmed, all the latest tints. The cat's eyes with side arm embellishment, very important for us. And that's our store.
And then you've got the...
Yeah, and then just in terms of men's bags, not a big focus for us at all. We're waiting for our new stocks to come in, so wallets and bags and belts, pretty important. But for us, it's the ladies' handbags. I'll tell you an area that's doing really, really well for us is ladies' footwear. Okay. So again, like anything with the footwear, all this attention to detail, the quilting, the gold eyelets, the little P, the G repeat P logo, again the quilting, and then the stud detail, very, very popular. We're up about 400% in terms of footwear.
The price range?
The price range about $12.99, $14.99.
Okay.
Okay. So when you take a look at that, you'll see the G logos. You'll obviously see it when you get to look at the tweed handbags, and this kind of tweed little lace up here is doing very, very well for us as well. We do sell very embellished high heel boots. Again, these are about $2,000. Yeah, 1,999, and again the G logos, lots of embellishment detail on the style. And so we're seeing a big uptake in ladies' footwear in particular. This is very popular. They call it the Balenciaga heel. It's a big, exaggerated, and like anything, we do this with a faux snake. We saw that on the jacket earlier on. We've got the nudes. You can wear it with that, and then of course it won't be guessed without a little bit of glitter. Okay, and that's $16.99. So again, this slightly chunkier heel is very, very cool. That leads us to ladies' active. So the activewear for us, like we had in the men's, is besides denim, the fastest growing, and footwear, the fastest growing apparel division. And again, it's ladies wear in terms of scuba. If you feel it, almost feels like wetsuit material.
Oh yeah.
So it's got a sponginess to it.
Okay.
So it's absolutely 100% recyclable. It's got super stretch on it. It's got all the lovely little cutout guest triangle details, the logos. It's often worn with loose flared pants. This one's got cuff on, but again, the jacquarded guest down the side adds a little touch to it. Very nice touch. And then, of course, if you feel the quality of that, it's a super microfiber lancing with a little bit of extra bio wash on it, and it gives it a soft, luxurious handle for gym wear. Lovely attention to detail on the pants, and these are really just, besides gym wear, this is to be worn out. As part of like a proper fashion statement as well.
Okay.
So we're waiting. This is our last of our ladies' wear. We usually have about 3 or 4 racks of ladies' wear. They're completely sold out. So we're just waiting
Of the activewear?
Our new deliveries. Oh. This is the big look at the moment is the wide leg. Okay. So yeah, I've got 1 pants left. Everything else is sold out. And there again, it's worn as a scuba look, as a set together. Okay. That's our guest store in a nutshell. Thanks very much for taking the journey with us on this kind of repositioning and this relaunch of our brand. We're super excited with our strategy of elevation, price, quality, and then again, customer service and customer journey through our store and our brand. So we'd like to thank you. Appreciate it.
It actually brings out some color in you. Hey?